Good morning, everybody. It's the 1st of June. I've been up since the crack of dawn. My sweet little cat has woke me up the last 5 mornings early. Even though he can go out, he seems to want to get everyone else up first. So you're in luck. In order to not fall back to sleep, I'm going to do a video. Now, okay, I remember now that the video I forgot to do, and I remember mentioning it on the medical reading I just did. It was the swords for weight loss, okay? That was one I forgot to do. Now, I have to be honest, I know very little about this subject. I have looked in the papers on occasion. I've seen, celebrities are using it, the Ozempic, and I think there are others. Seems to be a bit of a craze at the moment, but there seems to be downsides to it as well, like sort of side effects or repercussions. So I don't know the history, to be honest. I haven't looked into it. I've just seen a couple of headlines. So I am a bit ignorant to the story. Okay, but what I have noticed, as I said, is people saying in the papers, this repercussions, side effects. Now, from my own point of view, this is the way I feel about things in life, okay? I don't think I'm meant to have an opinion, but I would like to. I feel like often in life, there aren't really many shortcuts to things. Often you have to put the work in. If you're going to set up a business, you've got to put the work in. And it takes time. And unfortunately, I do think these kind of situations, is difficult. When you have a baby, you don't just snap back in the size you were before. Unfortunately, these things take time. So I just wonder, on a side note, and I obviously understand people, it's a struggle for, it can be very difficult. However, I'm just not sure there's a quick fix, and is this it? In this instance, as I said, there seems to be side effects. Now, as I was pulling my cards, I actually had the research card of science, but it was upside down, which would imply to me there's not enough research in this, which goes back to a lot of things about swords, research, development. So yeah, that was the topic I'd forgotten to do. I was going to add it on. I thought it might be of interest to people, whether you wanted to do that or not. Obviously, my opinion is my opinion, but I think since COVID, I imagine you're probably the same. Most of us are a little bit, we sort of a bit hesitant of interventions now, medical, unless we have to. And I'm sure you feel exactly the same way. And I think most of us try and look after ourselves in a holistic way and help ourselves first, with nature more. But anyway, it seems to be a topic. I wonder eventually if they'll be stopped. So what do we need to know? I'm not going to ask if they're okay or not, because I think it's better just to see what I get. Because, otherwise I'm going to get in trouble, because it's not my right to do that. I have to say these things before they take me down on here. Right. What do we need to know about them? Maybe they'll be stopped. Maybe there'll be something else. Maybe there'll be med beds one day. Who knows? Okay, so maybe I won't pull a whole spread. I'll see what I get. What do we need to know? Well, I don't think there'll be a thing of the future. I have to be honest, okay? I genuinely think, so just go back to the fact that I had the research card upside down. I genuinely think that the world is going to change. Now, the star card is a major card. It's a really nice card. It's about creativity, destiny, gifts and talents to the world, extraordinary gifts, healing waters. Now, I just think, looking at that star card, it's also about trust. and that the universe is going to change. So trust this will change. And look at this card. He's going in a new direction, okay, looking forward. So, but looking different, looking at something different in a different way. And this is planning and waiting. This could also be health, because pentacles can be health. So, and he's got the world in his hands. He's contemplating the world in a different way. Well, there are your swords. Okay, now, you know, that's difficult for me to pull that card and then not address it. But then also, if I address it, YouTube might say whatever. But that could simply be saying that the people who wanted it, you know, it may be phased out, forgotten. They don't do it anymore. Okay, you have to decide, you know, for yourselves what, you know, on my cards. Okay, so this is also another card about research, science. Okay, and I honestly think that the research will come out that could be, it could have, maybe they needed to do it for a longer period of time, put it like that. Okay, so I don't know entirely. I think things are going to change. Healing is going to change. He's a great healer. Look. This is a new path. This is also to trust, a new journey. This is going to, I think this will be pulled back. Honestly, I think these kind of things, I don't see it being our future now. I don't know when this is all going to happen. We could be waiting several years. Let's see, what do we need to know about these weight loss, instant, you know, will health change soon? Will health change soon? What do we need to know? Oh, I've got 3 cards. I'm going to pull one of these. I just got a horrible feeling that, you know, I'm not allowed to talk about these things, but I, you know, it's hard because it's not authentic to me to not be able to talk about the subjects people want to know about. And at the end of the day, we all have free will. This is just a guide. You know, you have to do your research and do what's right for you, as we all do. But obviously, I can't talk about these kind of topics. So I am on Rumble if the worst happens and they remove me. Oh, I have several, so I don't know which one's relevant, really. I'll see what I have. Stability. Look at that beautiful sun. The sun is shining. Stability. So our healthcare will be more stable. I think it's going to be very different. Wow. Harmonious. What a lovely colour. Empowerment. Oh, we are really going to change health, aren't we? Look at this wisdom. You know what you need to do. Stand in your magnificent light with your head held high. Wow, that's lovely. Awareness. This is health. Forget-me-nots. They haven't forgotten. You know what? Read the last line. I can't help but think we are going to feel so differently. You're being just more spiritual, completely different actually, which is where we're headed. Don't know when though. I have desire. Be certain of where you place your passion. Interesting. Create. Express yourself. I don't know why I have that card. Creative side. Dance, music, art or writing. Interesting. Maybe it's saying, you know, create, use your creative abilities maybe more. New beginnings. So there will be a new beginning. Embrace the new life with open arms. See? It's a shame really what we've been led to believe are the most important things in life is how we look. Are we slim enough? Are we good enough? Are we pretty enough? This was the last card. I don't know how long it's going to take, but there is new beginnings, and it's always there. Stepping away from where we are now. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching.